You tuned in to iLLANOiZE Radio, Chicago's most valuable radio show. I'm your host, Biko, alongside Pretty Ride and Illinois Jones. And as always, we bring you guys the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got the homie DJ First Class in the building.
What's good, my niggas? What's good, family?
What's poppin'?
Yeah.
Welcome, man.
It's good to be here, finally, you know.
I mean, you've been here before, right?
I have,
but not to be in a chair.
Setting,
okay,
shit, you know
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, damn, it's been like 2 years.
Yeah, damn.
Like he was here
The first, when we first,
before we even came over. We
class,
were still over there.
Yeah.
You and Jimmy here was here for that. We did like the who's gonna be bussing for the following year joint.
Flying.
It is flying. Bro. Damn. I mean, well, what you been up to, my brother? What you been up to?
Shit. Where do I start? A lot, actually, you know, just building my own brand. Like I got my website busting. You know, the djfirstclass.com. It's a lot of other marketing shit I'm doing too. I got in motion with a bunch of like major artists and upcoming artists too. That's in motion. Hopefully by like summertime things will be taking off for real. But yeah, just really been building, bro.
Yeah, you been building, and I also saw.
Shit.
So like, where did it start? Like First Class, like what was the how did you come into being a DJ?
Mm-hmm.
That was my freshman year of college, 2010. I was at Western, and one of my closest homies, he saw me grab my first board. Like, it was a small ass board, and I was just in the room in the dorm the whole time just teaching myself how to blend shit and all that. And then I went from that to DJing the student parties in the union. So I went from that to signing a contract with Western. So they had me doing all of the events for black people, white people, Mexican people, all type of shit. Like they had me on a decent contract for about 3 years. So I'm like, okay, I can really do this shit, you know. So it was
the school came and said you had to deal with the school.
Yeah,
that's a nice deal.
Solid as hell, bro. So as soon as I graduated from Western, it was like I just started dipping and dabbing into everything else, you know, with the writing, the marketing shit, everything else just kind of like just smoothly flowed after that. So yeah.
So DJing, was it like, what was your passion before DJing, or that like what was the passion?
It's always been music. Like ever since I was a shorty, I really didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up, but I know I wanted to deal with music because I was the nigga in like 4th, 5th grade burning CDs and coming home with like $85 to $100 a week as a 4th grade and 5th grade and like type shit like that. I was always the one with the new music, like when
you was on that.
Excuse me, when that
LimeWire, shorty,
LimeWire, all that shit.
I'm glad the statutes of limitation are up.
Yeah, bro. So it was like
you really just admitted to bootlegging music live.
Oh yeah,
statutes of limitation up though. You good though?
Yeah,
you good,
bro.
Though.
Like that. Yeah, it was wicked, bro. So it was like those was like that's really what like started everything. Cause I'm like, you know what, I really need to be doing, like I don't know if I want to be a rapper. I don't know if I want to sing. I don't know if I want to make beats or whatever. But I know it needs to be music. Like when me growing up in a family that's based around music, like my mama was a choir director. She known all out west, out south, all that shit. My brother sang, my little sister sang. I got cousins that used to rap heavy. They make beats, all that shit. So I grew up around all this. So
you can sing.
It was like I used to.
I used notes.
I threw it off.
I used to.
With your mom, you know, being you said she was like in a choir, right?
Yeah. She was one of the top choir directors for like 20 plus years.
You know, was you heavy in church during that time?
Yeah. I actually grew up in church. I used to go to Garfield Park. I went to I forgot the name of the first one. I was like a super shorty, but it's over there on Augusta and Massasoit, out west. Yeah. So, man, just growing up in the church, it was like a given for a lot of the stuff I'm doing today. You know, so.
I mean, I want to know too. We never touched on how you got the name First Class.
I just wanted to stand out from everybody else. Like when I came up with that name, I remember I was in a cafeteria at Western, and I'm like, I need to, like, because I'm doing this. If I'm going to do this shit, I'm going to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I need to have a name that's going to stand out and that's going to stay solid. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm thinking, like, you know what? Because I was watching a movie. I really can't remember what movie it was, but it was like planes and shit in there. And I'm like, DJ First Class. I just kept saying it in my head. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it out. And then next thing you know, the whole campus calling me First Class. So I'm like, well, there it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how that happened.
So what was your name before First Class?
Nothing. I was just out here just DJing parties with no name. Like, I was doing Greek parties and shit. And all that with no name. Like, people was just calling me Jabari.
That's what I feel. So you was using your actual government. I'm sure, like, how
DJ Jabari.
Right. That's exactly how that shit happened. Yeah, it was, looking back on it, it was like it sounded weird as fuck. Like, just looking back on it. But, yeah, that was when, I think after, like, my 5th party I DJ'd, I did some stuff for, like, for the Bruhs, the Kappas, AKAs, all that. And after, like, the 4th or 5th party I did, I'm like, all right. I need a alias now. Like, I need a set name, you know what I'm saying? So that was when First Class was born, and
you earned
the rest was history. Yeah.
You earned that name. Yeah. I think when you get your name, you finally feel like I earned this name. First Class. First Class can mean so much.
Sure can.
First Class on the plane. First Class luxury. First Class music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's luxurious.
It's luxurious.
Yeah.
You get good quality.
Facts.
First Class.
And that's exactly how I thought about it when I came up with the name. I'm like, this is like First Class. Everybody want to fly First Class type shit. So when people hear my name, they know that they getting some quality shit with whatever it is that my name attached to. So
sure.
Now you brought us some music, my brother. Let's jump into one of the singles you brought us. I believe you want to get into the Juan Hayes.
Oh yeah, Juan Hayes. He's he's an artist on our label Billionaire Minds Bill Brands Records. We prepping for his album right now. Should be coming out like sometime this spring or summer or whatever. But this is the lead single off the album called Mantra Lick. Shorty be spazzing on some shit, so check it out.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist, in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Welcome to iLLANOiZE Radio. It's the one and only Illinois Jones, and right now you're tuned into the dopest thing to hit the street since crack cocaine. And I got my boy right here on my left, Mr. First Class.
Let's get it.
What's cracking, boy? You in a hot seat today.
Yeah.
I am. Shit, I
feel
it.
Yeah.
It's spicy as hell in this motherfucker.
That's what's in that cup.
Yes, it is. Shout out to the drink that is in our cup. Big shout out to you for providing the drinks too, my brother. It's delicious.
Already, my brother.
It is delicious.
My boy First Class actually put me on a captain in Mountain Dew.
He put me on the Don. You did some with Don Julio the last time. It was like Don and something.
Probably like pineapple.
Yeah, it was fine too. Yeah. I don't really drink.
But that shit though
was delicious.
And his chicken nachos.
All the jerk chicken.
And the chicken. We was at
Biko crib.
No, we was at RGV house.
Oh yeah,
I missed that one.
Damn, bro.
I missed that one.
That was at RGV house. RGV was like cooking party at my crib, and we poured up.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't think people know. You got a hidden talent with cooking, my brother. What got you into cooking?
I love it. I learned how to cook when I was
you were cooking them Sunday dinners.
I was about 8. I was like 8 when I was like 6 when I made noodles on the stove for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I was 6 years old. I first learned how to barbecue when I was like 9, 10 or some shit.
Okay.
Like just being around, like just being up in the kitchen with my mama, my grandma, my aunties and shit like that. Like I just always just watched what they did and then just applied it to what I was doing. And they'll give me notes and tips and shit here and there. Like, no, you don't do that. Put this amount in there, whatever, and shit like that is gonna always stick with me for the rest of my life. So the first time I did it, I liked the outcome of it, so I kept doing the shit and trying out different recipes and all that. So
then you found out the women like a guy that can cook. That's
yeah.
what you just dove into it. Like, baby, I'm gonna drop this slab on you, then I'm gonna cook you a slab. You hear me?
Slab for a slab.
You hear me? 2 for 2. You hear me? You get a 2 for 2 when you with me.
Oh, bro.
You get your stomach filled both times.
Facts. Hey. Oh man, now I gotta get into the social media aspect, my brother. You are a guru when it comes to social media. You know, you go viral damn near every day. So I got to jump into it and ask you first, what's one of your favorite viral moments? Because you done had so many.
Oh shit. Damn, there's so many of them, bro. I can't even.
Most memorable.
The first one that would probably come to mind is I had put up like a little prank. I forgot shorty name when he pranked his stepdad. Forgot his name. He on IG heavy. What the fuck is his name? But he did like a prank where like the little skin peeling prank. That shit was hilarious. So I had like just posted that. It was like 2:00 in the morning or whatever, and I'm just up. I'm low key tipsy as hell, just watching funny videos, and I'm like, yo, this like shorty funny as fuck. Wake up next morning, this at least like 30-something thousand likes on that motherfucker. Everybody, like, I'm getting DMs from everybody, retweets, people, like, just hella people reaching out to me and following and all that. I'm like, yo, like, this is, like, this ain't even my shit, but I'm just sharing it with y'all, and I damn near got some opportunities just from sharing it with them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, like that viral shit it can be a gift and a curse for sure.
I mean, explain more on that. What you mean it could be a gift and a curse?
Cause like you getting the eyes and all that shit on you, especially if you got something to promote. I think going viral for music artists or any type of creative is a great thing, especially if they doing it right. Because if they post some shit and it's funny, everybody find it funny or whatever, it's easy to just plug your single or your album under it. Like, oh, why y'all here? Stream so and so right now. Now you getting those link clicks and the analytics and shit start coming in, and those clicks start converting to sales and streams and shit. Now you getting money to your song trader or whoever you getting your distro through or whatever. So, but the flip side of that is you getting a bunch of people with opinions. You got thousands and thousands of people giving they unwarranted opinions on shit. They sending you threats and shit in your DMs. I had that happen to me like more than a few times actually. Motherfuckers threatening to kill me. Motherfuckers threatening, oh, nigga, you better take this. Woo, all type of nut ass shit, bro. Yeah.
So what was it like when you first went viral? What was that feeling like when you first went viral?
Was you nervous? Did you fear?
I wasn't scared of shit. It was like I've never seen.
You feel like you made like
I've never seen numbers like that in my life. I think the first time I went viral, that tweet, whatever it was, it had to get over like 15-some thousand likes and 9,000 retweets or some shit like that. And I just remember waking up and I'm looking at the phone like, yo, I just woke up to like 250 new followers and shit. It's like, oh, this is kind of lit. You know what I'm saying? I could do this, but as like. As the time went on, and then the more shit started happening, the more tweets started going viral or whatever. That's when I started noticing the dark side of everything. But I mean, just overall, it's pretty cool if you know how to use it. Like you just got to know how to maneuver with the shit.
Is it a science to it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it. Well, me, it's like I broke it down. Like I cracked the code to the science where I know exactly what time to tweet shit. Like, cause I know my audience, my followers and shit, so I know when to tweet shit, how to word it, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just like small stuff, just like that. Just knowing your audience, pretty much.
Yeah, because you definitely, you know, when I look up, like I always see your tweet. Always see your tweet. I could come on Twitter like later in the day and I'll still see your tweet. That's why I'm like, you know, is it a science behind this? Because you know you're very consistent with your tweets, and then when it comes to certain content, it goes crazy, especially if you're promoting certain artists and or just certain content. It just pops.
Yeah. And then it's another thing too, because I know exactly who to like. Over the years, I learned how to target different demographics and audiences and shit like that too. That's another thing that I try to preach to a lot of people when they doing marketing or promotion or whatever. They need to know the demographics and shit like that. Because I know a lot of people, they hit me up like, yo, I'm trying to promote this and it's not doing well or whatever. You got some tips for me. First thing I tell everybody, know your audience, know who you trying to market to, all that shit. Don't just put money on, like just blindly paying money to some shit you don't even know like what like conclusion you trying to reach with everything. So it's like if I have a music video that I'm promoting, right, I'm not just finna dump $1,000 into promotion on Instagram and Twitter. I'm gonna go in on the back end and pick what cities that I'm trying to target, what zip codes. Like I get down to the nitty gritty with all that shit. So I'm gonna go down to the zip code, to what block you on, all that shit. So it targets, and do its thing. But if you just dropping money just blindly, like, oh shit, I'm gonna pay just $500 on this and then just hope for 50,000 streams and shit. No, it's the easiest way to waste money and time. More importantly and shit. So
now, with you knowing your audience, like, what do you look for when you're promoting, people's content? If they hit you up and want to pay for promotion, what do you specifically look for? Because I'm pretty sure you're not just promoting anything.
Nah,
any type of content.
Nah, and they know that too. Like they pretty much send me the video, the album, or the content, like whatever content they send me. Like I always tell people, it's a review period or whatever. That take like about a day or two or whatever, because I get at least like 100 DMs a day, like no bullshit. And excuse me. So I check it out. If I fuck with it, I let them know like, yo, these are my prices or whatever. If you want to do a day, if you want to do a week, month, a year, whatever, this is what you got and this is what come with it. Boom. So they hit me back. Most of the time, people pick like the little small shit to like test it out. So I go out my way to make sure that they come back to fuck with me on the shopping and all that. So I do my due diligence with the connects I got on there, because I'm plugged with a bunch of like other hip hop pages and music pages and shit like that, where we cross promote. So they have artists that they pushing, they'll send them to me to push, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like double the activity what I would get. Just having a team of people that they don't see, like the artists who I'm promoting, they don't see what's going on. They just know that they just sent me X amount of dollars.
You giving too much sauce away right now, my boy.
Hey.
I got to. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what he here for.
That's it. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I'm just saying like you giving the game away.
Yeah, like that. Like it's easy as hell, bro. It's easy as hell. Like just having connections with different people and just staying solid through everything. People gonna fuck with you. So I've had like repeated customers. People still to this day that's been fucking with me since 2016 doing this shit. They're like, it's to the point now. People like I just get a random cash app or Zelle payment or whatever, and then with a link. Like they don't even tell me that they need this. They're just bro or whatever. And then I do what I do, and you just gotta find your niche. Mm-hmm. Wait, is that how you said it?
Yeah, you said it.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta find your pocket and then stick with it. You know what I'm saying? And just always figuring out ways to build on that, and just keep on just building your ground and your empire is what I call it. I call it an empire, because especially coming from nothing with all this shit and teaching myself how to do everything, it's like it's a good feeling to to be where I'm at now, and knowing that I still got a long way to go, but right now though. It's definitely dope as fuck to just do what I do and be able to help others that with the info that I didn't have when I started this shit. So yeah.
How long have you been doing the digital promotion? Like I'm just saying in general, how long have you been rocking out with like digital content?
When I got with iLLANOiZE, actually.
Really?
Yeah, that was when I started doing it for real. That was when I started doing music, writing and shit, all that shit.
What the
Honestly,
fuck?
that was in what, 2017? Yeah.
Damn.
That was in 2017 when I got with iLLANOiZE and shit. Because Jonathan had hit me up like, bro, like he sent me the link because I didn't know who the fuck iLLANOiZE was, none of that. Because at the time I was with, who was that? Respect Mag. I was with them for a brief period of time. And then Jonathan had hit me like, bro, you need to fuck with him. Like now, like apply now. Nigga, I just started writing like 2 weeks ago. What the fuck? Oh man, they ain't finna, And he like, bro, just do it. Trust me. I'm all right, cool. That was when I put my app in and all that shit. And I think it was you that hit me in like 2-3 days or some shit. Was asking, you know what I'm saying, the extra questions and all that. And a week later, iLLANOiZE type
what
shit.
the
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Look, you know what?
We got so many interesting Illinois stories.
I know.
With the group.
That's crazy.
And shit.
Look, we gonna actually jump into a quick music break. We got some more music from you from Devin Tellis. Break down his single, and then we gonna get into it.
Devlin Tellis, his album Fences is on the way. We actually like wrapping up everything now, getting it mixed and mastered and all that good shit. But this is his lead single off the album Numb. It's my shit. I pretty much had it on repeat all week too. But it's a vibe for sure.
The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
I'm your host, Biko, alongside Pretty Ride and iLLANOiZE Jones. And we still got my homie, DJ First Class in the building. Now, I'm on Twitter, man, right? I'm on Twitter.
On Twitter,
you know, I be on Twitter.
You on Twitter.
And like I said, I be seeing you pop up on my timeline often, and boom, XXL, they blocked you. They done blocked you, my brother.
What you do to them?
I ain't did shit to them, man. Like I'm still trying to figure it out. It's like honestly, it should be the other way around, shit. But
oh wait, you said the other way around. Wait,
you should block them.
Yeah, what's if you were to block them? Why would you block them?
Everybody probably don't know this, but they've been I don't know what type of people they hire to run their social media accounts, but whoever the fuck it is, they are doing a horrible job. It's like they real clickbaity with a lot of shit, and then they steal content from people a lot, like not just me, but I've seen them like they've blocked other people that I know personally for jacking they shit or whatever, and then when they get called out on it, they just block.
Oh, they throwing the rocks and hat in their head.
Just type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but they've been doing that to me for at least like 2 years now. I want to say like at least a good 2 whole years. I got the receipts for all that shit too.
You take it personal when people take your content? I mean, you know, because think about it. A lot of the content that's out there, a lot of people pushing content, and sometimes some of the content you have may be of it's other people's content. So, how do you feel when you see somebody, you know, take that content from you that's starting to go viral? Like, well,
that's why I never take it personal, because it's technically not my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just share it in a way that nobody else do.
You just want your credit.
Yeah, so motherfuckers, like it's a few more people like to this day, but they shall remain nameless.
Too much fucking head.
They do that shit all the time on Instagram. They would take tweets and all that shit and crop out names and shit, and then post it as if they said it. Type shit.
I done seen some of your tweets land on people's profiles too. I done seen you cropped out sometimes, and I done seen them actually give you your credit as well.
Now that shit be goofy as hell to me. It's like, fam, like what's so hard about, like, is it gonna hurt you that bad to just keep my name up there with, you know, like it's all good though. Like I just take shit with a grain of salt. And
why you think it's like that though? Like why you think it's like you can't show love or give like your reference, like where you get this shit from? Like back in school, you had the reference where you got your information from. You feel me? You couldn't, if your paper, you got an F on your, no matter how good your paper was, if you didn't cite your sources, you got an F.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why do you think it's like that now with social media and on digital? Like, you can't let motherfuckers, like, even on iLLANOiZE, when we post, we say, shout out so-and-so for posting this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's how it should be, but motherfuckers be goofy as hell, though. Honestly, that's like the dumbed down part, like, put it. Niggas just be goofy. They look for, I don't know, I think they get some type of satisfaction of, like, and I don't see how people do this. Like they get a satisfaction of like essentially stealing shit from people and then passing it off as they own, like some clout chasing shit in a sense.
Kind of culture vultures.
Mm-hmm. Like they the first to
behind the phone.
I think it's that too. People want to be the so-called first.
Right. Right, and that's everywhere, especially with like media and all that shit, with all these magazines and blogs and all that. Like, cause I know y'all know they like a lot of platforms they would rush to be the first to put some shit out and it end up being wrong.
Look at DMX situation.
And then they gotta delete it, go back, reword shit, but millions of people that already seen it and they calling you out on it because you thirsty to get some clicks on your website and you spreading false information type shit because you want to be the first one to get it out
instead
there.
of being patient and just waiting for the story to develop.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think that's the issue with majority of these blogs and magazines and all that shit today. Everybody is in a race to be first with everything.
Do you think, with you being part of the blog game and being associated with multiple, platforms, is the blog era still here?
It is, but it's not how it was. Like back then, like when was that? Like in the prime blog era, like 2008 to I say about 12, 13 or some shit. That's like prime blog era. Like it was artists being broken through blogs and shit like that. I feel like blogs still matter. It's just like now in this day, it's more ways to get around that shit and make moves for real. And I honestly feel the same way about radio too. Like radio cool and all that, but artists don't necessarily need the radio to make moves and shit and make shit pop for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like hand in hand with the blogs and the radio with me.
Do you think like with magazines, they had to get used to the digital age of blogs? Magazines had to go from paper to blogs to digital. What do you think the blog sites are gonna have to do to stay relevant and keep pushing to keep up with
these changes?
Like what's something you see that blogs are not doing that they should be doing, they could be doing to stay within, to keep up? Because it seems like shit changes all the time. Whether you even with DJs hosting mixtapes, they don't. So like with blog sites, I was buying the Source magazines, the XXLs, the Vibes, and then once the blogs came, it was like I didn't need to buy them shits no more because I can get the same. Then we get the same interviews from listening to Hip Hop DX or subscribing to iLLANOiZE.
Facts. Damn, that's a good question. Like now, it's like I really don't see nothing else that's not already being done for platforms to do. Because like I know that like times is always changing every day. Like you said, especially like from magazines and everything going from paper to digital. The next step for that is shit. It's kind of like everything is kind of like boxed in right now in a sense, because it's like and that's another reason why I feel like they moving the way they are today, because they don't know where else to go.
Everybody reach
like
their ceiling.
Everybody is just,
It's
so now
ceiling.
so they got here and then it's like they just trying to like just figure it out, like what's next type shit.
What's the crack?
But
the crack
up in the
at?
meantime, they just gonna just stick with what they know right now or whatever. But I'm very interested in seeing what's next though for magazines and blogs and shit though, because with technology and everything getting better and better every week with everything, it's like it's kind of hard to kind of gauge what's coming next with shit. Mm-hmm. So hey, I guess we all about to find out though.
I mean, even DJing. Like, where do you feel it is right now for DJs? Do you feel like it's a roof right now that's being hovered over DJs? Because it's, I mean, you think about it, it's not easy getting a breakout as a DJ. It's as hard as it is for artists as well. So like,
the DJs have to come with a package nowadays. It seems like you have to learn how to be like savvy on a microphone to host events. You have to learn how to DJ. You got to learn how to write. You got to be a content creator.
Yeah.
Like DJs now is just not just a nigga that sit on stage.
It's like
playing
y'all
with
gotta have
turntables
y'all,
no
it's
more.
a whole
y'all own
yeah.
platform now in order to actually get some type of recognition.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
That like the DJ and shit. Honestly, I feel like it's like more and more people. Like pretty much everybody that I can think of that's DJs right now. Like they got their hands in different pots and shit. No DJ is just a DJ. Like they doing some other shit. Like myself included. I'm music right. I'm co-owner of a billionaire. It's a lot of shit I got my hands in. But I also feel like that. one thing that DJs need to start doing, and I'm trying to help bring this back to, is what Jones said earlier with the hosting mixtapes and shit, because that's a lost art right now. Mm-hmm. When we were shorties coming up, them Gangsta Grills mixtapes and all that shit with DJ Holiday, and like just hearing those DJ tags, like when you hear certain tags on the song, you knew that shit was finna be busting. And if you didn't have, like, it was a point in time where if your mixtape wasn't hosted by Drama,
your shit was
Holiday,
hot.
Scream,
it wasn't hot.
You know what I'm saying? Or niggas like them, then you wasn't stamped. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's one thing that needs to come back.
Would you associate that with being a gatekeeper though?
Kind of, sort of.
Cause think about it. You know, a lot of DJs, they got to that position and they start taxing that bag. They almost forgot about the artistry.
Yeah.
And it just became about the money instead of the talent.
Cause you think about it, like you look at Drama and who he all worked with and was associated with. You look at Holiday. You look at Clint Sparks. Just so many dope ass mixtape DJs like Green Lantern himself, like people like that. You look at them, we don't hear much outside of like Drama and Cannon. They found Lil Uzi. Mm-hmm. Boom, that took them to a whole nother level. Yeah, but we still have other DJs who haven't, like even DJ Smalls have his own little platform with the show with the white background. But like, do you see like mixtapes even coming back to a thing with how easy you could just put music
on the distribution?
Because really, the DJ did all the marketing, all the advertising, all the promo,
and passing it to other DJs.
So now a DJ going to need resources to do that, and if they don't have those resources,
you know what? I really do think that type of art will come back, but it's just all about a matter of timing. Like I feel like it kind of came and went, but I feel like it's gonna come back. And then especially like with, you know, it's a lot of us that like out here that still appreciate mixtapes being hosted by DJs and shit, hearing DJs talking shit on records and bringing it back, dropping bombs on that bitch, all that, like shit like that makes songs, well, to me,
popped.
Boy, what?
Jeezy
you hear that shit, boy, I'm riding shit, and then where you hear Drama and shit, he talking that shit on there.
Gangsta,
Come on now, like shit like that like it just like it's really just gonna take the right people to get that, like to get those plays back in motion for real. Like, yeah, so I really just think it's just all a matter of time, and hopefully it'll be sooner than later, because now it's like we in an age where mixtapes is what people call them, like, because they don't even be real mixtapes. It'd be like 5 or 7 songs, and they'll call it a mixtape.
Or they call it an EP.
Right,
yeah.
EP. Yeah. EP and shit, and then it's released on distribution platforms or whatever. But to me, I feel like shit, mixtape shouldn't even be on Apple Music, Spotify, and all that shit.
So if you cool.
Motherfuckers gonna have to go up out their way to this website to download this shit and rip it to your phone, like, cause
back in the day, like we used to.
So that's if you was to put out a mixtape, you would go back through the Dat Piffs, the Mount mixtapes, the Spin Rilla.
Hell yeah! You want to hear this shit? Dat Piff link right here. Live mixtapes, Spin Rilla, all that shit.
That's how you bring.
You wouldn't even put a non-DJ version up.
I fuck around and would.
Okay.
You need a non.
You have to now.
DJ version.
But how long would you wait? Because you can't do it right after you put out the mixtape.
It'll take
no purpose.
It'll probably be. I give it like a good month, month or two to let the shit resonate and marinate with everybody or whatever. And then for the motherfuckers who complaining about the tags and the rewinds and all that shit, boom, here you go, type shit.
I get a ass 6 months to a year. Fuck y'all.
Damn. Whoa, okay. Hey, but if you marketing that joint right, hey, look, Bruno Mars ain't dropped the album in a long time, and he's still
cold as fuck.
So if you marketing it right, he could do 6 months to a year. Now, you know, we got more music from you, an exclusive. You brought us nothing but exclusives. We got Jonathan Stewart. Coming up next with I can't even say the name of this song.
Beatrice.
You know, break down this record before we get into it, man.
Beatrice is just it could be a Lucy. We still trying to figure it out. If it's just gonna be some shit
never heard nobody
that we just giving it to y'all.
To a Lucy.
Lucy, you know what I'm saying? So here you go, type shit. But his album finna be dope as fuck too. So this is like just kind of a taste on what y'all should be expecting from his next album.
Now, look, y'all make sure to keep it locked because right after this music break, you know, we just talked about distribution, and you are partnered with a distribution platform. So y'all definitely keep it locked to him on that. Here's an exclusive from Jonathan Stewart with Beatrice right here on iLLANOiZE Radio.
Make sure to check out the Ill List playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, what's good? It's the one and only Illinois Jones, and right now you're tuned into the dopest thing to hit the street since crack cocaine. And I still got my brother in here.
Ha ha ha.
First class in the building, man. What's poppin'? I like to watch my boy.
Man, the watch, the jacket, boy.
A little bit, a low key side.
Slight shit. But shout out to Studo for this jacket.
So that's my
bro.
I'm digging the middle finger patch.
She cold as hell for
that's
this
my
shit.
favorite sign to throw up.
Shorty is wicked. Shorty wicked.
She a dog.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, she did snap. I seen when she put the jacket together, but I didn't know it was. Seeing it in person is a different thing than seeing it digitally.
Nigga, me too, because I didn't even know what the fuck she was about to do with it. She just, like, texted me, like, yo, jacket ready. I'm like, nigga, what? I hopped up in the whip fast as hell, drove out there. Oh, shit, need this. Wait, come on now.
Oh, she dropped it fresh off the press. Yeah, shout out Sweats by Stu.
Hell yeah.
Cause that's how she be having me with the hoodies. My son is going in right now, ain't he? Yeah. Shout out to my son, though. I brought the boys here today.
They bored as hell. Ain't nothing in here for kids, okay? This is a grown up place. We gotta get a playroom. We gotta get a playroom.
We gotta get one of them joints.
A little rim and shit up on the back of the door or something.
Definitely. You know what? Investing in that today. Real talk. Now, earlier we was talking about mixtapes and distribution, things of that nature. And, you know, I also know that you linked up with Gamerized.
Yep.
I don't too much know what Gamerized is. I think I'm gonna let you break that down, but I know it has to do with, like, you know, distribution and gamers.
Well, Gamerized is it's a tech company. It's a startup company based out of Indiana for like gamers and live streamers, shit like that. So motherfuckers love the Fortnites, the live gaming streams and all that shit. Gamerized is definitely for all of that. But there's another side to it though as well with the music distribution that Max, well, his name is Max, and Jonathan are like overseeing or whatever. So artists can get their music distributed for, they got options. They pretty much got options that's like, I think the most expensive one costs like $20, like $20, $30 or some shit. And it's some shit that no other distribution platform is doing and offering to artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, giving them, I think it's like ballpark is like somewhere around like 80% that the artist getting for they sync licensing and shit like that. It's a whole list of everything that the artists get just for paying the $20 a year or $30 or whatever it is for that. Yeah, it's definitely something to look into. I got the link in my bio for more info, distro.gamerize.com. Everything is pretty much just laid out from there. And it's actually live now. Like, we just launched that about a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
So we got a decent amount of the artists signed up for it now that we working with and getting them situated, shit like that.
That's
so
a big move too. Like,
yeah,
huge.
It's gonna
move.
be some like up in the next couple years. It's gonna be well.
Now, how did you get in tune with Gamer? Like, how did you all come together and partner up?
Jonathan. Putting that with shit. Jonathan was the one that told me about this shit. And no. Actually, sorry, I lied. My label mate, Derek Mays, like, he put us on to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he bought us on board because he was in tune with him on the marketing tip. And then he told Jonathan about it, and Jonathan told me about it and shit. And then we just, we had our own squad and we just partnered up. And now, like, we got some big shit busting. And it's going to be, I give it like a good about 5-6 months or whatever, and y'all gonna start seeing Gamerized music ads and shit everywhere. Like, probably fuck around and be on billboards or something like that. Like
I don't think artists understand how big that is, because my son, when you said Fortnite, oh my God, that's what he plays all day, every day, doing the dance moves. I play a song and he'll start singing the shit. I'm like, how you hear this song? Fortnite. So like, hearing that, that it's a platform out there helping gamers get in tune with more music.
Yeah.
Yo, my son might be bumping your ish next.
I think that's probably the new lane is distribution. Every corporation gonna have their own way of distributing records.
Yeah.
For artists, where games will have it. Grand Theft Auto plays music as well. So you will have a lot of these companies having distribution where they can actually put music and have music involved in it as well. I think that's going to be the next big thing.
Definitely is.
You think you feel like Gaming Rise is leveling the playing field as well? Because it'd be hard for artists to get their music in some of these games and things of that nature. So you think they, it's leveling the game, the playing field?
Yeah, it's. We like really working. I mean, this shit that we working towards, but definitely, yeah. It's only just like everything else. It's only a matter of time until shit just start popping off. But we just getting the groundwork done and everything now. But the behind the scenes shit, and when it pop, it's gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? And by the time that people start realizing what's going on, then it's kind of one of the things where it's gonna be too late. Like
crypto,
like this shit. Exactly.
Like crypto.
I gotta invest into this.
I low key shit. I got this shit. Just drop another 5 up on the Man, look, man.
That's another conversation right there.
Yeah.
Off
Look, earlier we played, some artists off of BMBB. We played some. I want to make sure I say his name right. Juan Hayes. We played some Devlin Tellis, and we played some Jonathan Stewart. Now, you spoke lightly on the label. But break down what this label is, what it consists of, all the artists under it, and some of the goals.
Man, so Billionaire Minds build brands. We we really been building shit since 2013. You know what I'm saying? Been getting our hands dirty with a lot of shit. Me, Jonathan, Lomac, we've been doing a lot of work, putting in a lot of work with this shit. And now it's like a good feeling where things are starting to finally come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? We had the ups and downs and all that shit, but with the artists that we got signed to the label with Juan Hayes and Devlin Tellis, it's like, yo, these niggas got projects that's gonna shake the world type shit. And I really can't wait for them to drop. You know what I'm saying? But we pretty much now. We kind of shifted from just not being like a record label. Like we kind of shifted more into like the PR and marketing and distro shit as well. Like, so we got the umbrella that's, we pretty much cover everything. So artists can sign to us. Like if they want, they can sign to us as artists, or they can, like, if they just want to do a deal where what we market and distribute they music or whatever like that. Like we got all bases covered type shit with that. So we pretty much we just trying to like just be this one. Well, we not trying to, we are like a big ass hub for all artists, and creatives too. Shit, you ain't even got to rap or sing or whatever. Shit, if you are creative and want to fuck with us on some marketing distro shit, we got deals for all that. So yeah.
Now on the artist side, you spoke on is it open? Is it a selection process for you all, or do you all actually is it open for multiple artists, or are y'all just gonna be selective, look for actual talent?
It's open. Well, it's open, but of course we gotta fuck with them though. Like, not just gonna just sign anybody or whatever, but we are looking for. Well, I won't even say we looking for, but we will welcome great talent with open arms. You know what I'm saying? In ways that they can help us, in ways that we can help them even more. So yeah.
Hey, look, I thank you for taking out time to stop by, man. You gotta let people know where they can get in tune with you, how they can reach out to you if they need promo. Just let everybody know the full
for sure. Shit. Hey, y'all can follow me on Twitter at @1 djfirstclass. Follow me on Instagram at djfirstclass, or visit my website, @1 djfirstclass.com.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You gotta do
That's
shout
it.
outs, my brother.
That's it. Shit.
Hey, again, y'all can definitely check out First Class write-ups on iLLANOiZE.co. You can check out his write-ups on his own site. I mean, my brother got some dope-ass interviews out. He recently
Shout out to y'all, man, for
Conway.
bringing me out. Shit, motherfucking family, this bitch.
Nigga, this
Yes,
your
sir.
home,
Hey,
cuz.
come on,
Look,
man. You
it's like
already
your
know,
grandma's house, nigga. You welcome here
feel me?
anytime, nigga. This,
Bro,
nigga,
hey,
you
look.
nigga. This is Illinois radio, but this is Illinois. This is the
Yes,
house of
this
Illinois,
is our hub.
bro.
Appreciate
You
y'all
got a
for like
home,
for
bro.
dead ass like wholeheartedly, bro. Appreciate y'all for bringing me on to the family and shit, man. Cause like I said in 2017, I ain't know about none of this shit. You hear me?
Look,
Like,
bro.
hey,
I ain't
man,
even know nothing about this shit in 2017.
Hey, with that being said, hey, y'all definitely appreciate everybody that tunes in faithfully. Even if you're new, we appreciate you. You can always download that Illinois app, take us with you on the go. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all of those things at official Biko. That's official. B as in boy, EKOE Jones. What you on?
Whoo, whatever First Class just gave me in my cup. That's what I'm on. But tonight, man, we lit, bro. We everywhere. We out here in the city, bro. I'm out here. I got tents on my car.
You can't. Hey,
You hear me? I was in the house for all week. I got tents
Man,
on my
look,
car. I'm
hey,
back outside.
Pop out.
You hear me?
Shit.
But nah, for real though, I'm at 1540 North Avenue. You know, I'm out there up north. Be out there for a minute. Shout out to my boy DJ MH Titter. I'm gonna slide out there, and then hopefully in between some of that time, my boy First Class hit me up and say, "Jones, slide." If not, I gotta hit him and tell him slide. So whoever say slide first, that's where I'm at.
Exactly.
But other than that, man, if y'all want to catch me, man, y'all can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at ILLANOiZE88. I don't like y'all that much to get out my Snapchat and Facebook. But it's all love, because if you really, really, really want to hear my voice and see this face, all you got to do is go to illanoize.co. That's ILLANOiZE. Or you could download that app, whether you got a Google phone, Obama phone, or iPhone. You hear me?
Go grab your mama
We
phone.
everywhere. We like drugs. We everywhere. You can always get high. You hear me? But I want everybody to do me two favors. Party hard, but party safe.
And if you can't do both, stay your ass in the house. And ending us off, we got Gold Haze with Higher. And we'll catch you next week. Y'all tune in tomorrow, because Ill Sound Radio goes down, as well as
Jimmy and Jay.
as well as Fusion Radio. So we'll catch
$1
you
Million
next week.
voice.
I holla.